has a hockey gnome ornament, Chicago Blackhawks. What else is in here? It's $15. Oh, I see why. I see exactly why. If you know what this is, leave me a comment while I go do the happy dance.
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and OfferUp.
Had to show you this. I'm on my way to Goodwill thrifting and the temperature gauge in my car is reading 117 degrees. So we are here at the Goodwill at Rainbow and Cheyenne, and you'll be happy to know that it's cooled down a bit. It is now only 113 degrees at 6:30. I was planning to go to a different Goodwill location tonight, except for I have a couple of things that subscribers and viewers have asked me to pick up at my usual here at Rainbow and Cheyenne. I absolutely love doing that, but the only thing is, many times because our turnover of items at Goodwill is so fast, pieces are already gone. But I am always willing to check for you, so if you see something on the shelf that I didn't grab and you would like, please go ahead and send me an email, thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Without further ado, let's go inside and see what we can find. Let's go thrifting! Lately, quite a few of you have asked me if I get special allowances at Goodwill. Do I call and let them know I'm coming? Do they put special things out for me? Do they save things for me? Do they clear the store? Absolutely not. I do have permission to film in Goodwills here in Southern Nevada, but that's where it ends. They don't know I'm coming, they don't give me any special treatment, and I promise that I will do my best to not get any customers or other folks on camera. Let's go inside and see what they have. We'll grab a cart. I've got my Thrifting Vegas blanket and my reusable shopping bags. The color of the week is orange. All orange tags are 50% off. So if I don't get special treatment at Goodwill and they don't save things and put things out for me, how is it that I always seem to find some treasure? Friends tell me I was in that Goodwill, but I didn't find anything. And as I'm walking around the store, I'll overhear, somebody must have come through and got all the good stuff. There's nothing left. So today, we are going to do an experiment. Here in Las Vegas, every Goodwill price sticker includes the date that that item was put out on the shelf. If you watch my videos, you'll know that at the end of each shopping trip, I do a haul where I show you everything I purchased. Today, we're going to look at the price stickers and see how long each item has been sitting on these Goodwill shelves. Today, we're going to start in the figurines and knickknacks, and I'm really glad we did because look what I found. This is the match to the Amberina glass tulip votive candle holder that we found in my last video, only 99 cents. Now we have a pair. Down here are lots of little odds and ends, and here is a turkey. Look at him, he's a bobblehead. I believe this is made by Russ Berry. He's $2. He's so sulky. Absolutely love him. Let's pop him in the cart as well and keep going. I really like this old vintage style tin sign. It's a clock. Sadly, I don't think it's as old as it appears. It's $6 and the hands of the clock are very, very bent. So I'm going to leave that on the shelf. monkey pod fruit in the bowl is still there. Those don't sell as well as they used to. Oh, look at this cat. I am having a joint whatnot sale with the niche lady from the Good Stuff, where I have my vintage booth in a couple of weeks' time. We haven't set the date yet, but it's going to be really exciting, and the theme is going to be cats. We will include that piece in the sale. If you're not signed up for Whatnot yet, it's a really fun auction-based website where there's live chat. You can watch, you can bid, or just hang out with friends. If you're not signed up, use my code. I'll put it on the screen below, and Whatnot will give you $15 to spend. I am so grateful for all the amazing emails, cards, and gifts I receive. And I have to show you this amazing present that my dear friend Charlene and her sister found while they were out thrifting. It's an absolutely beautiful Tiffany & Company bracelet, and Charlene was kind enough to think of me and send it out to me, and it's so perfect because next week is my birthday. Many of you collect pink flamingos, and these are super salt and pepper shakers for only $3. We'll pop those into the cart. A half shell. Ooh, look at this beautiful gold feather. It's a wall hanging, 99 cents. And if you watch my last video again, you'll know that I found a very similar white one, and they would look lovely hanging together. You also collect cardinals, and this fellow is a little decoration. You can pop a Christmas card in him, a photograph, or even hang him on the tree. So we will get him as well. A bear figurine. Some iridescent acorns. These are very modern. They look to be a little discolored. I'm not sure if they were sitting in the sun or if it's just my eyes and the light. Let's see. I worry about this tape all over them. On the newer pieces, it sometimes pulls off the finish like that. These are very damaged. Little sailboat frame. Clear candle holders. That's not ever such good quality, but I am doing my best to bring back clear glass, and I'm starting with candle holders because that's what seems to be selling a little bit better than it was. Clear candle holders. Some bunnies in a frame here. What else have we got? A big floral wall hanging. Up top are some baskets and boxes, lots of storage. Ooh, look at this candle holder. I believe this is a Danish brand called Lene Bière. It's beautiful. I love the ridges and the shape, and you can use it both ways up, one side or the other. Let's have a careful look to see if there is another one for a matching pair. Little lantern back there, not ever such good quality. We'll leave that. Some decorative bits. Here's a plate. Let's have a look at this. It's an old English scene in the middle. Not as old as I thought it was. We'll leave that on the shelf. Those elephants with the heart are still there. Unfortunately, they are cracked on one side. Let's see, a little ashtray here. You can use ashtrays for anything these days. Makeup brushes, little display dishes. Here's an Italian mold. Again, not very good quality, very lightweight, and the painting isn't the best. It's going over the lines, so I'm going to leave that as well. Some little Hawaiian Polynesian style vases. Those are made in China. Again, the quality just isn't there, so we will leave them. More candle holders. Plaques and signs, some dolls on the bottom. Over here are two lovely birds. The yellow one is a canary and the tall clear one looks like a crane. These are Avon, which is quite plentiful in the market, but I really love these birds and birds do quite well for me, so I am going to grab those. Here's another brass apple bell. We found two of these in a baggie last time. This one is separately priced, so I am going to leave it on the shelf. We'll grab our little birds, pop those into the cart. They would actually look nice paired with that candle holder we just found. I'll show you what I'm thinking in the haul. Some baskets, lots and lots of storage, more plaques and signs, and candle holders. This is one that goes into a little wire holder, I believe. Somebody's plaque creation. Frames. This bird is interesting. It looks like the hook part is on backwards, and I can't work out how you would fix that. I'm going to stick it in the cart because that is intriguing to me. I'm going to see if I can figure out what it needs. This looks like a car part. It's $4. It's a mug. It's very interesting. Is it a carburetor or an engine block? I'm not sure. Let's pop that into the cart. That's one I'm going to have to look up on eBay because I'm just not familiar with how that would do in the marketplace. Let's dig through this little pile to see what's there. Oh, it's an original. Is that oil? I think it's an original oil painting on wood. That's absolutely lovely. Little country road. Let's pop that carefully into the cart. There's another of these candle bases. Let's put those together. Is that a plant holder? It could be a plant holder or a candle holder. I'm going to lift this up and dig back here. Make sure we're not missing anything. Let's take a look at this tray. It's a nice Asian style tray. Unfortunately, very, very damaged and worse for wear. Heavily used, I'm sure. This is a little holographic religious piece. Jesus on the cross. These do quite well for me, so I'm going to put that in the cart as well. More candles, little figure here. Somebody's art project dolphin. Way at the back is a silver toned candlestick. As I pick it up, I can feel that the quality isn't as good as I would like, so I'll leave it. Let's keep going. Live, laugh, love sign. Look at this little Mary Moo Moo. It's a Green Bay Packer little cow with a foam hand and a cheese head. How can I leave this behind? He's so cute. Only $2. Let's rescue this poor little fellow. Look at this. This is a copper music box. It's $8. It's a gold mine. That's absolutely lovely. It's in fine shape. Let's wind it up and see if it works. It works. I absolutely love the finish. Can you hear that? The finish of this, the copper is just gorgeous iridescent colors. I have just spotted another silver tone candlestick. If I can remember where the other one was, we will put them together. Here it is. It's a shorter one. I wonder if there were originally 3 in the set. There we go. It's with its friend, and hopefully they will go home with somebody very soon. We'll keep going here. This is another glass peg type candle holder. I'll show you, if I can, in my haul how those work. Several of you have asked me what you need to display those. There's another one there, as well as this green crackle glass candle holder. I'm testing it with my black light. It's not uranium glass, does not glow. I'll show you this amberina one since I have my black light in my hand. Let's turn it away from the sticker. There you go. The red turns into this beautiful fiery orange, the cadmium in it. We are here in the baskets and wood, plaques and signs. Look at this fun thing. This is a candy dispenser over here. You'd put your candy in the glass jar, and then this slides back and forth and dispenses one candy at a time. It would probably have to be something relatively flat like Skittles or M&Ms. It's only $3. That's definitely going in the cart. You could even jazz it up for Christmas with all sorts of candles around it, decorations. That would be really, really lovely. This is an interesting mid-century style piece. I think it's a shelf for plants. The wire is a lovely floral pattern. Really pretty. Lots of trays there. Cutlery organizers. What do we have here? Two little wall decorative pieces. They look to be Polynesian, maybe, carved wood. Very, very dusty. I don't know that they are as old as you might think at a first glance. It's hard to know whether they are hand carved or not. They're not signed, and the hangers look relatively modern. I think I'm going to leave those. I just don't really have a big demand for pieces like that. This, I think, is a magazine holder or a knitting. No, this is a knitting basket for wool and needles. Sadly, it needs some repair. I love the vintage fabric on that. More trays and artwork. Baskets. This is for scrapbooking. Is scrapbooking still a thing? It was really, really popular some years ago. If you do scrapbooking, let me know. And let me know if you'll be interested in me picking up scrapbooking items as I find them. This is an interesting bowl. It's very heavy. I'm just looking at the condition of it to see whether it could be revived with some mineral oil. Sometimes the patterns on these bowls makes it difficult for them to be salvaged. I'm going to pop this in the cart, look it up on eBay and see what the value is. Sometimes with heavy pieces like this, the shipping cost is a little prohibitive. And I'm not sure how well that would do in my booth. I'm just going to dig under this lemonade sign and the cutting board to see what those cylinders are down there. It's a cheese cutter. These, I believe, are legs to something. Three screw-on legs, maybe a table or a chair. This is a Homeco lid to a fairy light. See the ridge there? That goes on top of a bowl, and the fairy light goes in the middle. Let's pop this into the cart and see if we are lucky enough to be able to find the bowl. It's not over here. I'm curious as to why the glass piece was on this shelf. We got picture frames here, more baskets and plaques. Always lift things up, move things around. As I always say, you never know what is hiding. This angel is a little worse for wear, so we'll leave her on the shelf. planters and mirrors here as we move into the metal and wire. First is the silver tone. Maybe we will find a third one of those silver tone candlesticks here. Oh, look at this, the 12 days of Christmas. There's an image of each of the 12 days. It's $4. Looks to be silver plate. And I think that's a Tuesday morning tag. That is lovely. It's very vintage looking. We'll pop that in the cart. I'm sure it would clean up beautifully with some silver polish. We'll keep going. It's a little put together wooden toy digger. Plaques and plaques and plaques. Some letters there. A key holder with a little frog. I'm not sure what that is. Got some curtain rods, napkin holders. These are stitchery forms. These are not ever such good quality, and I believe they are quite inexpensive at Michael's or Joann's. This guy is made in India, quite lightweight, not very good quality. This is a lid to something, possibly. That candlestick doesn't match the other two. Although mismatched candlesticks are very trendy at the moment, but personally I like them to be a little more different than those would be. Happy fall, y'all. Digger. That's wall decor. At the end of this aisle is the vases and planters and florals. I look at this candlestick every time. Lots and lots of clear as usual. This is a very delicate little piece, quite pretty. $2 on that one. Ooh, this one looks like a Waterford biscuit jar, but as you can see, it doesn't have the sparkle of crystal. I think it's just glass. Let's, for kicks, just try this on it and see if it fits. No, it's too big. It doesn't fit inside the inner rim there. But we are going to pop it in the cart along with the half of the fairy light to see if we can reunite them with their other halves. This is lovely. This is a planter. The brand is Tiny Badger, which I'm not familiar with, but I love the quality of it and the speckledness that looks like otagiri. So that is definitely going into the cart. I love to find and learn about something new. All sorts of planters, vases here, some glass ones, pottery ones, terracotta. This is interesting. It's a metal piece that has been painted with black stripes. Looks like a souvenir piece, not very good quality. The painting is outside the lines, so we will leave that on the shelf. This is a cornstalk vase. This one's red. You usually see them in clear, so that's quite interesting. Lots of floral pieces, wreaths, and more planters. Poinsettias. And baskets. Way on the top shelf here is something interesting. It looks like a little bear made entirely of white rosebuds. I'm standing on my tippy toes to grab it down. There we go. It is $6, but look at this. The roses are made out of a sort of a foamy material. It's absolutely lovely. He's got little ears and nose and paws. This would be perfect for a vanity or even a little girl's nursery. Let's definitely grab that. We are here in the seasonal aisle and this brass unicorn is calling me. Brass items are becoming very trendy again and unicorns are as popular as ever. So for $2, let's go ahead and rescue this fellow. And also here is this gorgeous swan. A really soft pink color with lovely gold, pink and green accents. Almost a satin glaze there, and the lid has a little baby on it. Is it a baby or is it a duck? No, I think it's a baby one. Absolutely gorgeous. We'll have to be careful that that lid doesn't fall off. We'll need to pop it back under the tape. Let's put the unicorn in first. Looks like I need to rearrange a little bit. He's $6, but I think there is still profit to be made. Can't leave that behind. It's beautifully done. Not very sure how old it is, but the satin pink is just amazing. I'm so excited. I found this brass piece and now I get to show you how those glass peg candle holders fit in the fixture. This is absolutely lovely, actually. I love the way the candle holder swooped out. Let me see if I can prop it up somewhere. We've got that one amberina we found and we can, oh there we go, it just fits down there in the wire. We'll grab our amberina peg candle holder and the little peg goes in where you would fit a taper. It's leaning back. If it was flush on the wall it wouldn't lean and it would look like that. How amazing would it be with 3 of those all lit up? You could even put a black light inside for Halloween and they would light up, they would fluoresce with that cadmium glow. There we go. Let's put that there safely. I'm so excited. I'll show you in the haul how it looks on my wall. Let's take this opportunity while there's no one else in the aisle to look this guy up. Tiny Badger is a brand I have not heard of. So what we are going to do is take out my phone. We'll do a Google image search of this. I bring up a browser and on the right of the search bar is a camera. I push the camera and this allows me to take a picture of my item and then Google will match my image with all images in its database, as you can see. There are some results, but none say Tiny Badger. So what I have done now is added Tiny Badger to the description. So it's going to match not only the picture, but also the description words Tiny Badger. I'm scrolling down and this seems to be a thing. It might even be the next glassy baby. Look at this. $35 for Tiny Badger Ceramics Cup number 2. Here we are in the glassware and I have spotted an Irish coffee cup to match the cup we found last time. Now we have a pair, which is so exciting because cups like this sell so much better when there are 2 available. Just checking out this little glass with the blue, that is just paint. I love the embellishment around the top of this. It gives it a very mid-century look. Let's just have a browse on these shelves to see what else we can find and to see if by any chance the Homeco base for the fairy light is here, as well as the replica Waterford biscuit jar lid. I know it's a long shot, but you just never know. After all, we did find the fairy light top in the wood section. Look at this stunning mid-century Asian serving dish I found in the plates and dishes aisle. It has cherry blossoms and a bird. It is $7.99, but I still think there's room for profit. It's really, really manky. It needs a good soak and wash. It's got all sorts of residue and sticky bits and grime on it, but it is a lovely piece. We do have a slight bit of paint loss on that flower, but it's so unique. I've seen the pattern before. I just can't place it, but I think I will regret it if I don't pick this up. You know, it might be an asparagus dish. I have just noticed this. And for kicks, let's see if it matches either of the pieces we're looking for. No, as you can see, it's way too big and just a completely different color glass to the other pieces. This is definitely a little lid to something though, or a bottom to something. We'll pop it in the cart with our misfits and keep going. Curious about this bowl at the back. I think it is painted wood and somebody had it on the wall as wall decor. All sorts of dishes and plates and trays here. Some heart candle holders. Sadly, that one is very chipped. These are not ever such good quality, just glass. Look at these beautiful dishes. These are saucers. I think they're made in England. This design looks very familiar to me. I love the pastel blue flowers. On the corner of the kitcheny bits, I have found another lovely clear glass candle holder, and I think I have the match at home. And next to it, would you believe, is another of these Homeco fairy light tops. It's not the bottom, it's another top because it's got a hole in it. Sadly, that one is chipped, but we'll still pop it in the cart, holding out hope that now we'll not only find one base for a Homeco fairy light, but two. This is the one we had in the cart. And as you can see, there are two tops. The bases are just like bowls. The kitcheny bits would be my very best guess for finding the pieces to the fairy lights because they look like bowls, and the lid for our Waterford replica biscuit jar. I am combing the clear glass here for anything that looks like it might work. It's the same as with the metal section. When you're looking at clear glass, it all tends to blend together and you have to look really, really closely to make sure you see everything. Down here are lots of jars and canisters, little vases and bowls, just not the right bowls. Sadly, we are just about at the end of the clear glass area, so I think I'm going to make a little bit of room up on this shelf here and put the biscuit jar and the bowl back on the shelf. I'm going to save the fairy light tops, and if we can't find the bases to those will go back in the lighting section. It's such a shame, and I can only think that the reason those pieces are here is because the lids got broken somehow. This is a lovely picture. It almost matches the biscuit jar. Almost, not quite. It's a little bit similar. Cut glass there. Let's put that back where it was. All sorts of wire closure jars, nesting bowls, and we are in the bakeware, baking pans and metalware over here. A mud pie oil bottle. This is a sweet little Asian dish. Could be for soy sauce or wasabi, even a little plant or trinkets. Up here is a really big tray. These are great if you have glass collections or figurine collections. You put them inside and it makes it easier to move them around. Unfortunately, this one is not ever such good quality and it's a bit worse for wear, quite banged up. The glass is not beveled, which is a good indicator of quality. They're asking $5, so we are going to leave it up on the shelf. We are here in the lighting section, lamps and shades, all sorts of shapes and sizes. These are quite interesting. They are vintage, cottagey look. I do like the yellow stripes on this one as well. It's not pottery, it's just ceramic made to look like pottery. It's quite nice though. A shame there is not a pair of those and no finial on the top. Here's a flamingo light. Unfortunately, no way to check it without batteries. Let's see what else we can find. We're back in Christmas and I have spotted a vintage silver-plated Snoopy on his doghouse. It's a bank, unfortunately missing its base. It's by Leonard, 1958. Sadly, these just don't sell very well for me, so I'm going to leave it on the shelf. Here's a hockey gnome ornament, Chicago Blackhawks. What else is in here? It's $15. Oh, I see why. I see exactly why. If you know what this is, leave me a comment while I go do the happy dance. This is Swarovski Austrian crystal. It's their 2003 annual Christmas tree ornament. You see the little swan on the clip there? That is Swarovski's logo. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now the question becomes, is it in good shape or chipped or damaged in any way? As far as I can tell, it's lovely. We also have a Princess House ornament etched in there and a mystery bubble wrap baggie with more ornaments, it seems. $15 initially seemed crazy, but now it seems like a steal. Let's pop this carefully in the cart. I'm going to put it on top there so I don't put anything down onto our Swarovski star. I am just in disbelief that it made it without damage in that baggie there. Now what we're going to do is look through these shelves for any more sports related ornament baggies that might also have another Swarovski crystal star. Swarovski releases, I'm not sure if they still do it, one every single year, a different shape, and they actually come in a lovely blue gift box. These are fun. You string these on the wall for Advent and pop a little candy or present in each one. That sounds like something would be really fun for my kids. They would love that. Sort of an Advent calendar that's customizable with a treat. Here are more ornaments. I am scanning the shelves for baggies. Let's see. Oh, this is a fun little hat. Merry Christmas. And this probably lights it up. Let's push the button. Oh, look at that. That's absolutely lovely. Unfortunately, I don't think that this would be washable, and I wouldn't want to wear it or resell it without cleaning it. Let's keep going on the shelves. Here's some stockings and placemats, ornaments and wrapping paper. There's a box here. This is quite a unique little tree. I like the cork paper on it with the little bow. What else is in this box? Oh my goodness. One of my subscribers asked me to pick up these cards for her. I couldn't find them last time. Jake and I were looking frantically, but here they are. Yay! Candice, let's pop these in the cart for you. We'll keep going. Let's see. All sorts of plush and tins and mugs. Little reindeer here. Thin metal guy. A bottle brush tree. These look nice with the little white houses mixed in with glass trees. Here are more of the peg candle holders. Now we can't get away from them. These are pink and they look a little more modern. The most desirable ones are uranium and amberina. This is a lovely silver-plated bell by the American company Towel, Towle. You can see it stamped into the metal there. Beautiful piece. It would polish up really nicely. The bell has a handle within the packaging there. They are asking $6 for it. It doesn't leave me enough room for resale, so I'm going to leave it for somebody else. Some more ornament baggies on this end cap, some fruit. Oh, look at these. These are in the style of Mary Englebright or Mackenzie Childs. Looks like there are 4 of them. Some animals and angels. They're absolutely lovely. They look like they can hang on a tree or stand up. They're only $4. We are in the fall section on this shelf. We got some scarecrows, cornucopia. These are some gold candles, pumpkins. Ooh, this looks fun. Little school days wood hanger. Let's see what this is. Happy Harvest. It's a little cat on a fence with some pumpkins. Hey, this would be great to include in our cat-themed whatnot sale coming up. So let's definitely put this into the cart. I just looked up and my heart jumped because I thought this was Bitosi Italian pottery. It's a little too perfect though. The bottom isn't right, and inside all these pebbles and polystyrene have been glued in there. I'm not going to get it. I just wanted to show you the style of Bitosi. Here we are taking our stroll through the small appliances to the little pictures and frames. Let's have a look to see if anything jumps out at us. Here is a unicorn. It looks like it's done with the stipple effect, little tiny dots. Unfortunately, it's not original. It's a print. So that will go back on the shelf. Glass frame is still there. As you can see, many frames. So as I always say, if you have need for picture frames or frames for gifts, no need to pay full price. Goodwill has many. Oh, look at this. Speaking of Mary Englebright, this is an ornament. The Queen Mother, only $2. It's signed M.E. in the corner there. Let's have a look. Is this? This looks like it could be a piece of stitchery. I'm going to put my ornament down carefully. I am almost positive as I look that it is a print, but it really fooled me. It would be lovely if it was actually material, but it is a print on there, sadly. I love to pick up stitchery, needlepoint, cross stitch, and crewel. They sell very well for me. This is a Mikasa frame. What else do we have? Lots of canvases, wall hangings, somebody's Darth Vader, Cardinal back here, all prints. Let's move into the big art, looking for originals, vintage frames. That is a huge picture frame. This big stained glass inlaid inset mirror with the coat hooks we saw last time is still there. These mirrors look like they're made to look vintage. This one is plastic on the back, as you can see. Let's have a look at this wood one. Again, nice, but made to look older than it is. Look at the backing there. Here on my table is everything we found at Goodwill. I didn't realize we'd found so much until I got home and started unpacking it. Ziggy is here. Hi Ziggy. And Bandit is rummaging around on the floor in the newspaper. Let's start here with this gorgeous Asian serving tray. It's looks like a bamboo base, sticks of bamboo run this way, and it's beautifully hand painted with a bird and cherry blossoms. It's really lovely. I think it would be ideal for asparagus. As I said when I found it, it needs a good wash. It's got some staining and some sticky stuff on it. It's marked made in Japan. I paid up for it, $8, but I recognized the design as a vintage artist, and I am going to ask $35. This is the amazing piece of cat applique we found. As you can see, it is material that has been sewn on in layers to a background. It's absolutely lovely, really nicely done in a lovely frame here. I paid $3 for it, and I would like to put this in my whatnot sale. If anybody wants to purchase it beforehand, I would ask $45. Next, we have our lovely bear. He's made out of foam flowers, and they even include some extras in the box in case of damage in shipping. The ribbon says, "Just for you." He's really lovely, looks just like a bear. As I said, perfect for a vanity or nightstand or a little girl's nursery. I paid $6 for it, and I am going to ask $22. Here we have our gold feather we found. Now let's take a look at these price tags and see if these were put out on the same day. In my last video that was filmed on the 18th, as you can see, I found the feather on that same day. This one was put out the next day on the 19th, but I did my filming on the 21st. So this sat there a while and I was able to purchase it. I paid $3 on the white feather, 99 cents on the gold feather, and I think they go really nicely as a pair. I'd ask $30 for the pair. Let's take a little look at the items we've seen so far to see when they were put out on the shelf. Our rose bear went out on the 21st, the same day I shopped. Our cat applique is marked the 18th. So that had actually been sitting out on the Goodwill shelves for 3 days when I found it. How about this? The 19th. So this beautiful Asian serving dish, 2 days before I found it. Let's keep going. Here is our lovely wall sconce. It's brass. This also put out on the 18th. So 3 days this was sitting on the shelf before I purchased it. And I do want to show you the set of these. I found 5 of them last time we shopped, and one of these Amberina flowers I found on this trip. They are both marked the 19th, so they were both out on the shelf when I first shopped, but I only found one of them. That is so interesting how you can scour the shelves and still miss things. These 4 are sold. The 2 Amberina ones are available. I paid 99 cents a piece for them. I am going to ask $25 for the pair. What I'm going to do is take this candle holder and pop it up on my wall so you can see how the peg glass holders work. As you can see, here is the sconce candle holder on my wall. And what I've done is just popped in the little peg candle holders that we found, like that. These will work with any candle holder you have that takes tapers, and they look absolutely stunning. Here we have our amazing copper gold mine music box. It plays If I Were a Rich Man, and it's in super condition. It's not tarnished in the least. Little bits of it actually work. The bucket goes round and round. I don't know if it can be hooked up to where, what was that? Something in there clunking around, to where it can rotate. There are some little clips in there. I wonder what they do. Anyway, we paid up for this a bit. It was $7.99, put out on the 21st, the same day we shopped. And I am going to ask $50 on this piece. Over here, Ziggy is taking a look at our candy dispenser. I've washed it and put some M&Ms inside. I picked out the Christmassy ones so I could demonstrate what it would look like for a seasonal display. So what you're going to do after you put the M&Ms in there is slowly move it out, and an M&M drops into the little divot there. Look at that. That is so good. Ziggy, you're not to touch that. No chocolate for you. I paid $3 for it, and I am going to ask $20. Over here we have our clear glass. This is a Lena Berger Danish candlestick. Absolutely lovely. As I said, you could use it this way up or upside down if you have a bigger piece. What I do want to show you is one way you can use these peg candles. I'm going to take one of these tulips, and using the peg I would just pop it in there where the candle would go, and it sits like that. It looks just like a lovely flower. Isn't that lovely? Then you would obviously put the candle in and the whole thing would light up. Easy peasy. I paid only 99 cents for it, and I am going to ask $28. I was so excited to find another of these lovely coffee cups. So I included the one we found last time. Let's have a look at the tags to see when they were put out. This one was put out July 8th, 2023. And this also July 8th. So they were both there. I just didn't find the pair. And our Linoger 719. So that was sitting out 2 days as well. I paid 99 cents on the coffee cups, and I am going to ask $28 for the pair. Let's keep going with our clear glass. I have started to pick up clear glass candle holders. I am determined to have clear glass make a comeback, and a sensible place for me to start is clear glass candlesticks because they already sell quite well for me. I have 3 different ones here. I believe I have the match to this one in my inventory, but they do look quite good just in a trio like that, especially since, as you notice, the colors of the glass aren't the same. This one I believe is lead crystal just because of the way it shines. It's not signed, but you can see the difference between the glass and the crystal from how the light shines through it. These ones are Mikasa Starburst, and they are also crystal, just as this one is. You can see the refraction of the light going through it, making it a shimmery, brighter color. These were from my inventory. I just wanted to bring them out in case anybody is interested, and I am going to ask $45 on the pair of crystal candlesticks. Down here, they call it a fillable banner, bags fillable banner. I call it Advent stuffers. You can hang these up for Advent and put little treats in. I paid $2 for them. I intend to keep them for my kids, but if you really, really want them, I am going to ask $20. Here is our 12 Days of Christmas silver-plated trivets. Absolutely lovely. It shows each of the 12 days surrounding the middle plate there. It is International Silver Company brand. I paid $4 for it, and I am going to ask $20. Keeping on our Christmas theme here, I haven't been able to find the maker of these lovely ornaments, but they have a sort of Mackenzie Childs meets Mary Engelbright meets Midwest of Cannon Falls feel to them. I paid $4 for all of them. I am going to ask $12 a piece. We've got a little girl on a goose, we've got a boy on a dog, and 2 boy and girl angels here. These were put out on the 20th, the day before I shopped. We have 2 Avon pieces here, and I purchased them because they are birds. Birds sell very well for me. Lovely little canary here was put out the same day I shopped, $2. I am going to ask $18. This is a flamingo apparently, or so it says on the bottom. Flamingo decanter, also Avon, $2.99, put out the same day I shopped. This would be lovely with some pink water in it, wouldn't it? Some water with a couple of drops of red food colouring for a flamingo. I am also going to ask $18 on this one. Speaking of Mary Engelbright, we found the Queen Mother ornament. There she is. I paid $2 for her. I am going to ask $18. I've got really good at finding cardinals, haven't I? We found a cardinal ornament. He is a Christmas card or photo holder. Nice little chubby bird. He's made of metal and flocked. Really fun. I paid $2 for him, and I am going to ask $15. This is a beautiful original oil. It's signed by J. Gallardo. I looked him up and his works go up into the hundreds of dollars. This is a little pocket painting here on wood. I paid $2. It was put out the same day I shopped, the 21st. I'm going to ask $35. We've got our salt and pepper flamingos here. They have their stoppers. I think I paid $3 for them. They were put out the same day I shopped. They were covered in tape, so I pulled the tape off just to make sure they're not damaged. And I am going to ask $12 on those. This is a bobblehead a turkey, isn't it? Look at his grouchy face. This is a Douglas piece. They're very, very collectible. Put out $7.19 2 days before I shopped. I paid $2 for him, and I am going to ask $28. Would you look at the lovely satin finish on this swan? It is absolutely gorgeous, so vintage. I love her gold beak and roses. Almost no damage to the rose, amazingly. And the little signet baby swan is on top there. Absolutely lovely. I paid $6 for this. I am going to ask $35. Here we have my prediction for the next glassy baby craze. This is by Tiny Badger. It's lovely, lovely ceramic. The bottom is natural and the top and inside are glazed with a beautiful otagiri-like finish, all spots and dots. Really, really pretty. Nice quality, nice weight. It would be gorgeous with a plant, for pencils, anything you like, even bathroom bits. I don't know what I paid. I assume I paid a couple of dollars, and I am going to ask $20. Hi, Ziggy. Let's have a look at our amazing find over here. The bag that contained the Swarovski crystal ornament. It also contained quite a few other ornaments. This is lovely. A little angel in the bubble wrap bag. We have a couple of ornaments here. There's one from San Diego. It's a little bear on a balloon, and a very nice book ornament of the Nutcracker Suite. This is our National Hockey League little gnome guy. Let's see if he's dated. He is not dated. He was on sale for $9.99 on a very vintage tag. There is a Princess House ornament dated 2000. It has a lovely iridescent sheen. Still has its original tag, made in the USA. This piece is missing its hanger. 1998 Turner Cup champions. Some ice hockey team, it looks like. Then one more piece in here. Merry Christmas, Door County. Last but not least, beautiful find of the day, a 2003 Swarovski Australian crystal tree ornament. As I said in the video, Swarovski made or makes a different one of these every year. They're released, I believe, in November. Just a beautiful piece. The light coming through that is just absolutely gorgeous. As I said, I paid $14.99 for the bag. And the amazing thing, if you take a look at this, is the bag was put out on July the 11th. So that had been sitting there for almost a week when I found it. That just goes to show that there are always treasures to be found if you look hard enough. As far as pricing on these ornaments, if you're interested in any of the ornaments you see, do send me an offer. I would probably ask $15 on the Princess House, and definitely $55 to $75, or the best offer I receive on the beautiful Swarovski star. Let's pop back over here. I missed a couple of items. I see the lovely Mary Moo Moo's Green Bay Packers cow. He's got a cheese head and a foam finger. Just fantastic. He was $2. I am going to ask $22. Over here we have a lovely hologram religious piece, crystal with Jesus on the cross. It was $2. I looked online and found one for $50. I am going to ask $35 on this piece. It was put out on the 20th, the day before we shopped, and this one the 19th. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my shop and the haul. If you see anything you're interested in purchasing, please send me an email, thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your address, the item you're interested in, and your offer. Please stay tuned. I've got some fun footage of Bear and Rio playing fetch on their early morning walk, and I will see you next time. Bye. Rio. You're a good boy. Got all the balls. Are you hoarding? Good girlie. Did she get it, Bear? Did she get it? She are.